So, where did you first live as a teen?
Beg your pardon?
Where'd you live?
Where did I live?
Yeah.
I live in New Orleans, Louisiana. Conti Street, 3215 Conti. No longer exists anymore. It was torn down sometimes in the, I think in the 60s. Sometimes between the 50s and 60s, the houses were torn down.
Who'd you live with?
Then we got built a garage there for, the company right around the corner there sold box root beer and other soft drinks.
Larry, that's not the question.
Oh, okay.
He can embellish a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't hear the question.
So, who did you live with?
Pardon?
Who did you live with?
We lived with my grandmother and grandfather, my uncle and my father. Four men, four people there. My mother died when I was 6 years old, and I went to live with my grandparents. My father went with his parents, and we all stayed in this little house. A small house, a shotgun house they call it in Louisiana, and one room behind the other.
How many square feet would you say that was?
Pardon?
Square feet.
Square feet? No, in the house?
You say it was small.
Very small. Bedrooms were about 9 by 12, I guess. Yeah, small place.
9 by 12. What?
Yeah, it's about the size of the bedrooms.
The whole house?
No, the bedrooms.
How many bedrooms?
Well,
2.
there were two bedrooms. The parlor, our living room, 2 bedrooms, then the kitchen, then the john right behind the kitchen. And John, I think, was in the added-on part. I think the house that was built, it was pretty outside, I think. I think that John was...
Flush
yeah.
toilet?
Pardon?
Flush toilet?
Flush toilet.
Oh, by the way, we had the, you flushed with the
Chain.
chain.
We had no hot water in the house. Only had cold water. When you want a hot water, take a bath, put it in the bucket and put it on the stove and warm
We
it up.
didn't have any hot water either.
That's a fact.
You didn't have any hot water up in the cold area? Wow.
Well, we finally got it in.
We didn't have a phone in our house.
So
We had a gas stove and a wood stove in the kitchen. And then the other 2 rooms, we had some kerosene heaters. For the winter time, it really got cold. And we survived.
Okay.
So, were you born in Louisiana also? Or
Got a tough lot of that God. I'm hard of hearing really.
were you born in there, in Louisiana?
Yes, of course he was.
Yes.
No, let him answer. He did not hear the question.
Were you born in Louisiana?
Yes,
Yes.
born and raised there.
Okay.
I'm the last of the Smith New Orleanians, of my line.
Okay. Who were your friends?
My parents?
Your friends.
Friends.
Friends? Oh, well, that's what just died recently. That was Clarence. Clarence Diblin. He lives across the street. He just died in June of this year. And my other friend was Stanley Paul Daigle. He lives across the street too. He died about a year or 2 ago. And see, I had some other friends there. Well, that was J.T. Gertz. I don't know when he died. He was right around the corner. And then we have a boy who worked for, his parents ran the Box Root Beer Company that had a distributorship. And when he first started delivering Box Root Beer, back in the early 1900s, they put in a wheelbarrow. This old man used to run around the streets of these places with a box root beer in a wheelbarrow, deliver them. And it was a little nice old neighborhood.
Okay, just answer the question.
Oh, okay.
What did you do for fun with your friends?
Didn't hear you again.
What did you do with your friends for fun?
What did I do for exercise or for entertainment?
With your friends for fun.
What do we do?
Yeah.
Oh, we'd go fishing in the bayou. The bayou was right near our house, about a block and a half away. Or we would go to the park and either swim at the park. And we used to swim in the bayou of St. John too. We'd
Oh,
go
I
down-
used to swim too.
Huh?
Now she's remembering because the questions are more direct.
Yeah.
Keep going, Dad.
Huh?
Keep going.
What else you want to know?
As a teenager, were you swimming as a teenager? This is all about your teenage years. Your teenage years.
Oh, my teenage years, okay.
What did you have fun doing?
Yeah,
You still swim when you're a teenager.
Chasing girls?
no girls, we had like girls in the neighborhood over there. In those days, the boys, you know,
You stayed away from them.
when I went to school, grammar school, the boys and girls were never in the same classroom. And even in high school,
That make you more girl crazy, right?
huh?
That made you more girl crazy.
Yeah, let 'em talk.
And in high school, there were separate high schools. High schools for girls, high school for boys, even in the public school system. And that changed after World War II.
Was that for you too?
No.
After World War II, that changed.
He lived in the South, remember? And the blacks, you didn't have any blacks in your
No,
class.
well,
huh?
blacks were not allowed. There was segregation, big segregation down there. As a matter of fact, even in the university I went to, Tulane, didn't allow blacks in there until about 1965. That was when that latest EDI came out. That I gotta have them. If you don't have them, you can't get any federal funds.
Who said that?
Huh? The government did.
Oh.
If you don't,
Johnson.
federal government. They said if you don't allow blacks in who can't go there, you won't get the federal funds. And that was pretty good. I graduated from grammar school in 1939. I went, I said I was 13 years old then. No, 17 years old, I'm sorry, when I graduated from grammar school.
How old?
When I graduated from high school. Grammar school at 13. I graduated in high school at 17. And, oh, it's an interesting thing. When I went to grammar school, we didn't have no 8th grade to go to. You went to 7th grade, then you went right to high school. Nobody could have believed that, but that's the fact.
So you graduated in 11th grade?
I finished high school in 11th grade. I didn't have 12. And I remember we used to take picnics all the time across the lake, Lake Pontchartrain. And we'd go there quite frequently, and maybe in the summertime especially. And my dad had an old 29 Ford. And we used to go over the lake and that. That was his first car. My dad's first car was the 29 Ford.
Can I interrupt? His father went to the 3rd grade.
My father went to the 5th grade.
Oh, Johnny
My
went
grandfather
to...
went to the 3rd grade.
Huh?
The 3rd grade, my grandfather went to the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
My father went to the 5th grade. And he dropped out of school and went to work.
He became a boxer, didn't he?
Huh?
Didn't he become a boxer?
Oh, that was later. That was later. He first went to work for a blacksmith.
Yeah, back then, you know, the kids, they all graduated. I mean, they didn't graduate. They went to the 3rd, 4th grade. That was
The high
it.
school I went to was
Went
all
to work.
boys. It was taught by Christian brothers. And
He was a
even
fireman.
in those days, girls went to high schools all by themselves. There were no boys in the school.
Yeah, it's tough to be a fireman
It was
nowadays.
strange.
I know it.
That's the way it was down there. even in the public school system, not only in the Catholic school system, but the public school system too. And then blacks, of course, had their own schools. They went to their own schools. And I graduated from high school when I was 17. And then I went to work for a, as a, what they call you? I forget what they call it.
Postal?
Huh?
Postal?
No, it wasn't postal, no. I worked for a post office during my junior and senior year, during the Christmas season, for about 2 weeks each time I placed them. They picked only the guys who could go, you know. It was quite a busy job. But anyhow, when I graduated from high school, I got a job at a thing called Southern Pine Corporation Association. And here I was a copy boy. I got to do anything they wanted to do, you know. And they paid me for $18.75 for a 44-hour week. 44-hour week, $18.75. That's not very high payment.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
It's not even 50 cents.
Well, when I was
not even 50 cents.
When I went to-
35 cents an hour.
when I went to work in Boston, I remember Teddy Kennedy was the senator then or whatever, and they raised the minimum wage to 40 cents. I was making 40 cents an hour.
How come when I asked you before, you didn't know how much it was?
You didn't ask me before.
Give me another question I can answer really easy like.
So, what music did you enjoy?
What did I think of what?
The music? What music did you enjoy?
What music
About what?
did you like?
Life?
Like music. What kind of music?
Oh, I used to like jazz. One of my favorite
I did too.
players that I like to listen to was, of course, not jazz, but I can't think of the man's
Oh
name right now.
God, the black guy, right?
No, he wasn't a black guy, a white guy.
Oh, I know who you're
What was
thinking
his
of.
name? One day I used to listen to him every Sunday, he'd come on the radio every Sunday. Didn't have television in those days. And especially when I was in high school.
Yeah, we didn't have television, remember?
I can't think of the man's name. Been a long time ago. I used to like Fred Warren was another one I used to listen to. And Guy Lombardo,
Benny Goodman.
Benny Goodman. Most all the old time.
Nat King Cole. And who was that black guy, that jazz guy?
Hmm?
Who was the black guy, the jazz?
Oh, that was Armstrong.
Oh yeah,
That's a-
Louis Armstrong.
He was still playing then. And,
Touchdown.
but for entertainment, most of the time we go to the movie house.
Oh, that's right.
Downtown?
We used to go to movies.
And, for my
On
house,
Saturday
the way
afternoon,
the
right?
theater was, it was about 20 city blocks away. I
15
usually walk it,
cents.
because they ride a streetcar down there for 7 cents, and ride it all around the city for 7 cents. But they didn't have buses in those days either. For a while, they came in later. But it was interesting.
He used
During
to
the
go on
wintertime?
dates with his father too.
Who?
You used to go on dates with your father.
Oh yeah, well I was younger then. Not after I got to be a teenager. I was before as a teenager. I tell you, lots of girls, you know.
He
They
was a
always-
womanizer.
And as soon as they start talking marriage, Papa said, well, I'll see you. And they wouldn't see Papa again for a long, long time. You know, when they run across him accidentally, he said, where you been? We're missing you. Yeah, I've been busy. That's all he would say, he's busy. But he had a lot of girlfriends.
How about you? Did you have girlfriends?
Me? No, I didn't have any girlfriends.
Did you ever get in trouble?
Never got in trouble.
That's a good
No trouble.
question.
I was